Hi, Donna from Gourmet Are Good Enough here. It's early today. As a matter of fact, I'm still in my jammies, but I couldn't wait to get started because today I'm making Japanese milk bread. Its soft, pillowy texture reminds me of like the Cadillac of sandwich bread because it's enriched with eggs, milk, and butter. If you've never tried it, you're in for a treat. Let's get started. Japanese milk bread starts with a Tangzhong. It's an Asian term that means basically a roux. We take flour, a little bit of flour, a little bit of water, and milk. So over low heat, we're going to whisk this till it becomes a paste. This helps when it's mixed with the flour and the yeast, helps to make the dough light and fluffy, and it also aids in its preservation. So I could make this one loaf of bread and it will stay fresh all week long. Okay, so as you can see, we're getting a very nice paste consistency. That is perfect. So I'm going to shut the heat off. We're going to allow this to cool while I measure the other ingredients. In the mixing bowl is bread flour, sugar, yeast, instant yeast, and a little bit of dry milk powder. If you don't have it, you can omit the dry milk powder. It's best to use a stand mixer because the dough is very soft and it needs a long mixing time. It's not easily done by hand. Now we're ready for the wet ingredients. We're going to start with that Tangzhong that we made. That goes in. I have melted butter that's cooled. 1 egg. And whole milk. And the egg and the milk are cold. And the reason they're cold is because, like I said, this gets a lot of agitation. So as it mixes, it creates heat. And you don't want to overheat the dough. So we'll start low. And once things get incorporated, we'll put it up to a nice medium and let it go for at least about 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, it's been 15 minutes. Let's check. What we're trying to do is create a lot of structure in this bread, and you do what's called the windowpane test. It's still a little tacky. The windowpane test means you should be able to stretch the dough considerably without it tearing. And that is not quite what we're looking for. So we're going to mix it until I'm satisfied. And that is why you always want to start with cold eggs and cold liquid, because we're generating so much heat by doing this mixing that you would end up killing your yeast. So here we go. All right, let's take a look at where we're at with this bread. Oh, it's starting to feel really good. I can feel, look how nice that texture is. It's very pliable. Now let's see if I can do the windowpane test. That's a lot of structure right there. See that? That is what you're looking for. Look at that. Oh yeah, that is good. Okay. Okay, let's remove this. Use my bench scraper to get everything out. Oh, look at that beautiful dough. Okay, I'm just going to go with a tiny bit of flour on my surface. I want to form this, and if it's too tacky, I can wet my hands. I want to form this into a nice ball. Okay, well, it's pretty much in a ball anyway, so yeah, that works. Okay, I have a well-greased bowl. I just put a little bit of butter all around. I'm going to put this in here, cover it up, and then let it sit out for about an hour and a half. It won't double in size, but it should get nice and puffy. So while my dough is proofing, I am buttering a 9x5 loaf pan. You can use shortening or baking spray, but you just want to lightly coat the inside of the pan. I'll set that aside and we'll grab our proofed dough. Okay, so here's our dough and it is absolutely gorgeous. Wow, I love it. It is so soft and pillowy. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we want to deflate this a little bit. So I want to divide this equally into 4 pieces. Okay, I love it. Okay, now we have our 4 equally weighed pieces. And I'm going to roll each one into like a rectangle. That should keep it still. Okay. Fold it in on itself and roll it again. It helps to deflate it a little bit. And then we roll it up, pinch the seam like so, and then we press it into our pan. Okay, last one. Pinch the ends together in our pan. Perfect. We're going to cover this up, put it back in a warm spot, and allow it to rise for about a half an hour. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and preheat my oven to 350 degrees. My oven's preheated to 350. It's been a half hour, and look at this beautiful bread. The last thing I want to do is just brush on some milk. We want to give it a really nice, beautiful color. And then we're going to put it in our preheated 350 oven for about 30 to 35 minutes, or till it's golden brown and the internal temperature reaches at least 190 degrees. There we go. Look at that beautiful bread. Oh, wow. It smells divine. So I'm going to let it cool in the pan until it's easy enough to turn out, and then I'll cool it completely and we'll take a look inside. Thanks for watching. Until next time, ciao.